You want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mind if I make fun of you?
You're gonna tell a story?
Sure, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna agree with you. I don't know.
What's your name? I'm Justin.
Stop.
You're excellent on camera.
I know.
You should do this for a living.
How did we meet? Well, I had a friend from law school who didn't work as a lawyer but worked with Christina in a non-legal capacity, and she had a Christmas party where she intended to set me up with somebody.
Mary Beth.
Poor Mary Beth. And
Well, Mary was on a tour of the Hollywood studios, and I just finished making a movie, Bond. No.
It's not really a Romeo and Juliet story. We used to live in the same neighborhood.
Well, we both taught at the same school in South St. Paul. I was the art teacher and Alice was a business teacher.
And Samantha was in the musical Annie.
I was a servant
And a Boylan
and a Boylan sister.
I used to see her every now and then.
We actually met probably the first day of college. We lived on the same floor in the dormitories in Middlebrook, 10th floor.
I was at the Heartthrob in St. Paul, and I wanted to dance, and I decided to dance with this one guy, and first I danced with this guy named Larry. And then I went and sat down, and what happened next year?
Well, for one, my name's not Larry. So we are a product, like so many others of our friends, of church camp. We met when we were campers, when we were probably in like junior high. And Kirsten had a crush on me for about a decade.
That's not true.
And they were having a musical cast party, and me and my really cool friends decided that it would be fun to go crash a musical cast party. And that's where I met Samantha.
Yes.
When she was in her, I think, high school years, she used to go to a school close to our house. And I used to wait for the bus to go to college, and I used to see her passing by. And I really tried too many times to attract her attention, but she wouldn't give me the time of the day.
I wasn't really interested in him because I had a boyfriend.
He was a loser, but that's okay.
it was a Christmas party. I told Christina that I was heading home, but I would give her a call when I returned from Christmas. And she sort of gave me that, oh, that sounds great, but behind her eyes she was saying, yeah, right, I've heard that line before. Who called you after Christmas, my love?
You did.
Well, I went to Greece with a friend of mine, and while we were on this trip, she told me about this really wonderful guy that she was in love with. And but he traveled a lot, and so I kept giving her ideas of how she could kind of connect with him, maybe meet his secretary or do something so that she could kind of figure out when his travel schedule was. Well, anyway, it never worked out, and she ended up meeting somebody and got engaged. And so she one day said, you know, Cindy, I really think you would be great with that guy. That guy was Paul.
It was a slow process because we were such good friends. I don't think either of us really wanted to take the next step because we weren't certain how it was going to affect our friendship. But Kevin had the guts to hold my hand under a blanket during probably a Survivor show or something. We had a group of people in his apartment or in his dorm room. Oh yeah, it was probably Lost.
Didn't hit it off right away. We didn't hit it off until I was going to go to college in Spain, and she had been in the back of my mind for a long time, and so I called her up and we went out on a date, and then I went to Spain and started writing her letters.
And we had to cast freshmen for our scenes from a play for my directing class. And they bring all the freshmen in, like a cattle call.
It was very scary.
And I thought Gracie was hilarious.
You did not.
I did!
Aww.
I wasn't a very bold guy, I was very shy. And then years went by and we went in some other friends' events and we started talking and I asked her out. I was shocked actually when she said yes. Why did you say yes?
I don't know.
I don't know, okay. And then I really fell in love with her very madly. And I really wanted to marry her with I really fell with her very madly.
Paul called me, and we had a real blind date.
Because I'm blind.
You decided to start dating me in 2010.
I decided to start dating you?
Yep.
I thought you threw your stuff at me. That's what I remember.
Not true. We started dating after camp in 2010. Before that, we were camp counselors for a year, for a summer. We were just friends, and we hung out before then. And then we started dating.
Kirsten threw herself at me at a
That's
party.
not true. No.
She accosted me. It was really aggressive.
Stop telling people that, please.
Came over and asked me to dance, and we danced. And then later I was looking for her. I wanted to go over and talk to her, and I did remember her name was Linda. And she had left, her coworker said she had to go home. So I left my business card, and it's like, oh, if she calls me back, that'd be nice, but you move on.
We met after my finishing college, started working. He was looking, I'm still valuable, so the family came and he said he liked me wherever I came from work, and he said this is the one.
The first night, our first date, I remember sitting up till wee hours in the morning just talking about our faith, because we both loved the Orthodox Church, and our families and friends, and we had so much in common. We just bonded instantly, even our first night talks, I would say. Mm-hmm. And I just think I'm the luckiest guy in the world, that's all.
So then he invited me over for
I
Turkish
said,
coffee.
come over to my house and I'll make you Turkish coffee. I had an apartment in West St. Paul.
And I thought that was pretty cool until I knocked on the door and he opened it up and there was Joe, and then
My good friend Sue.
there was another woman there. I didn't know what was going on.
Who
I
she
thought,
was.
oh, okay, I guess I'm just coming for coffee.
Well, anyhow, it was more than that.
It was more than that.
It was more than that.
When I came back, we started dating, and the rest is history.
No, it's not good that simple. No, actually, my roommate was in love with Tom. So when he asked me out, I thought he was going to ask me out. He thought he was going to ask me if he could date my roommate, not me. And so my roommate didn't talk to me for months when she finally found out that I was going to go out with Tom. But it took a few rejections, and finally when Judy got mad at me because Tom wanted to take me out, then I said okay, just because I was too upset. So that was the best thing I ever did.
He sat down and we sat on the floor in a circle and we talked for hours.
If that doesn't make us nerdy enough to have met at a musical cast party, as seniors in high school, Samantha was choir student of the year and I was band student of the year.
Yes.
It was a match made in heaven.
So he left me his business card, and I did call him back. So that was our experience with Heartfelt. Pretty good, huh?
I guess.
And his name wasn't Larry, it was Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness. Larry and Linda, no.
And so I went to the bank where she used to work, and I asked her to come out to talk to her, and I actually proposed to her by the staircase. And
I said yes.
and you know the rest of the story.
Sweet.
It was, you see, love from first time, and this is the best of thing. Sometimes you have to trust your instinct, and first impression comes from the heart, and so it is not by the mind. It's from the heart. So it is very truth, and so I am thankful for that.
Mabruk for Rami and Deanna, and I hope you have the good life as we have, and to live all your life together.
Absolutely. And we wish them
all the best.
All the best.
Hi, I'm Deanna.
And I'm Rami, and hopefully you know that because you're at our wedding reception.
Thank you for coming.
So we're going to tell you the story of how we met each other.
So we met each other our junior year at Tartan High School.
Which is in Oakdale, Minnesota.
And we didn't really like each other.
Because she was a super nerd.
And he was really obnoxious.
But then a year passed, it was our senior year, and that's when the magic happened.
I was dating somebody.
Whom I told her to break up with.
And I didn't.
And then 2 days later, what happened?
He broke up with me.
Which left her wide open for me to ask her to her dad's wedding, which was the next weekend,
via text message.
which she accepted.
So we went to the wedding.
And we ate, and we danced, and we organized things.
Yes, we spent all day together, which turned out to be okay.
It was all right. But the highlight was dancing with Deanna.
So we danced a really great song, which we both love very much, and
But which song was that we danced to?
I think it was this one.